The opinions expressed in the following program are that of the host and our guests. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions of CWC Entertainment Group LLC, its affiliates, or any employee thereof.
Yeah. I might make a one-two. Canary Diamond, welcome to the Vincent radio show. They do it big, y'all. Great music, laughs, and so much more. Hey, you can hear y'all.
Right. Check.
Sorry, I will get this record.
1, 2, 3.
Check out my melody.
Oh.
I hadn't thought of the second line yet.
Wait a minute.
That is true.
You had that line for a good 3-4 minutes. So.
Charity, why ain't never let me be great?
Let you be great?
Why must we always fight, Charity? We need to discuss that. I listen. You always fighting with me makes me want to issue an apology to Remon, Yellostar, and Kina.
About what?
For all the times that I started unnecessary debates with them.
Oh, Jesus.
You are the karma return to me.
You notice what he said. He said it makes him want to issue an apology.
But he didn't do it.
But we're not actually doing that.
Well, probably because this is taped, so.
Syndicated on record. Well, when you syndicated, this is the VTRS, the Vincent Radio Show. It's your main man, Vincent Heartbreak Tucker.
Hello, Myskenna.
Your boy Yellostar.
What up? It's that young man, Remon.
Hey, it's Charity E.
Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. How's everybody been?
Great week. Can't complain.
Fast week.
I know Kina's got a big
Slow week.
Grand opening. Grand opening.
It's coming up April 7th, so getting prepared for that. This weekend I was able to get in my garden and plant some plants and clean out my bushes, and so, yeah.
The grand opening, by the way, is?
It's for Tiki Shaved Ice, 1626 Morrell Avenue, Dallas, Texas, 75203. For all those that are looking for a way to quench your thirst during the heat of the summer, come by Tiki's.
Dallas, Texas.
Yes. She always leaves that part.
She always leaves that part.
I said Dallas, Texas. I said the whole address with the zip code.
She did.
If she did, then Remon and I apologize.
Okay.
You probably are used to not hearing her say Dallas. Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just can't catch it.
That was my fault this time.
That's one of those unnecessary arguments that almost got started.
Exactly. I'm not even worried about it.
Really? This what we doing? That's what we doing?
I mean, you opened the show like that. I mean, before you even said this is the Vincent Tucker radio show, syndicated award-winning, you were telling Charity that you need to apologize to us, not actually doing it, but telling her that you need to do
that. That's twice I pointed that out, that I have not actually.
Yeah, I think that's going to keep happening until we get to a segment where you say, look, here's what happened.
I think by the end of the show, we're going to wear Vincent down enough to where he's actually going to apologize.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Remon, how you been?
I've been good, man. Just out here working, you know what I'm saying, staying busy. Out here riding around trying to get it.
Riding around.
Yellostar?
Just trying to help the fam. My mom's having some second thoughts about some things that she's doing with the house. So I'm trying to get her onto the new page. Like, want to update the house a little bit, you know. I mean, you have to look a gift horse in the mouth. So, like, even though we're not happy about what happened with Harvey,
right,
like, you have an opportunity to update your house,
right,
and do some things new, fix some problems that you had. So let's go ahead and do that and, you know, update the house.
I know some people that they were victims of the tornado that hit here a couple of years ago. And they got to rebuild their house. It's all new. So
yeah, I mean,
take it as a blessing.
Yeah, it's, you know, I mean, we didn't have to scrap everything, and we didn't, but, you know, they've taken opportunity to add a couple things, and, you know, the main thing at this point is the kitchen and the bathrooms is trying to figure out, you know, how those are all going to be laid out, because that's a lot of, you know, cabinets and setup and stuff, so, but, you know, God is real, so, we'll get through it.
Charity, other than working my nerves, how you been?
Stop, please. I've been really good. I started my morning workouts this week. So, you know, I've been feeling good about myself.
How?
I know. It's happening.
She's going to get that down anytime. Any day now.
Coming in. It's coming in.
She's going to get that whole blood out.
Listen, I have a confession to make. So, for those who knows, you know, I didn't know, I started the year at 278 pounds. I'm down to 255.
Good deal.
I want y'all to know.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. Here's the part where I know you. I want y'all to know that when I get to 190,
Don't do this.
I'm gonna be that guy
Return of the Mac.
who takes his shirt off for no reason on Instagram. I'm gonna be that guy.
The thing is,
That's
you have
funny.
to be like
Baby,
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get there.
cut and muscular. You can't just be 190 and
I got a plan. No. Here's the plan. I'm gonna get down to 175 and then I'm gonna add 15 pounds of muscle. I'm gonna get with the trainers.
okay.
Yeah.
I've had that plan before too.
Hey, it's different when you
You
gotta
have like
fight the wolves.
you have a timeline
That's true.
of when this will happen, or you just going?
And can we make sure that you like shave that taco meat?
I have a taco. That's Yellostar. I don't have taco.
Wait, hold on now. Hold on now. Now you about to start another unnecessary argument.
So Yellowstar got taco meat and a third nipple.
Fortunate. Let me see.
Is that the reason you didn't take your shirt off?
Really? Wait, why are we talking about me taking my shirt off?
Keep it locked. VTRS.
Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. I know it's not making it hard for me. Just keep on lying. Damn.
It's Charity E, and this week in Somebody Line, I want to talk about something that probably should have been questioned a long time ago if it hasn't been already. So there's an industry out there that's worth $12 billion right now, continues to grow, okay? These entrepreneurs, they can probably be seen in Teslas, carrying YSL bags, and wearing Gucci flip-flops.
I already know what it is.
What is it? You tell me then.
What is the new marijuana industry?
All right, not going that way, but I like your enthusiasm. This, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the weave business. Not just any weave. It's going to be virgin hair, you know, that authentic hair. Okay?
I don't hear about bundles, Cookie.
I did a quick Google search on storefronts that sell virgin hair in Dallas. About 15 stores came up. And I didn't even, want to Google online boutiques because the number would obviously double. So I'm thinking if there are at least 40 retailers selling this virgin hair in Dallas alone, where's all this hair coming from? Okay? They got Indian, they got Peruvian, Brazilian, Indonesian, and they come in different textures too. So what was that? So ain't that many good haired people, in South America and over there in Asia. So all I do know is they do donate like hair in India to the temple for like religious reasons. And then these people are getting in business with, people over here selling the hair. But still, how many people have that good of hair? You got to think about Atlanta. They out there with horse hair. You got to think about California. They out there. They got weaving. Me, I got some, a loose body waving right now. I don't know where this hair came from. And I'm really concerned.
Did you wash it before you put it in?
That's the thing. That's what I'm thinking is they're making it look good in packages, okay? But then you wash it and you be like, wait a minute, I thought this was Indian. And you wash it, it come out to be, African thick. So that's totally different.
Depends on if you was going for Indian with the red dot or Indian.
I mean, either way, those are both still good. That's good hair. Native American hair is still, that's good quality
Indian,
hair.
You said Indian what?
With the feathers.
Oh, or Indian what?
With the red dot.
No, you had to know.
Huh?
Oh, did you?
My sound effects have not been.
That horse sound effect was on point.
It was very on.
First of all, no, it wasn't. I want everybody to play it back. Do it again, Keena.
Does that not sound like Mr. Ed?
Thank you for making her do that again, Cherry.
That was, yeah.
I ain't moved my lips right and everything.
That sounds more like a cold puppy.
Somebody lying.
Exactly. I don't know what you try to do. But either way, guys, I really trying to figure out, what they're doing to the hair because all this hair cannot be authentic. And everybody out here buying bundles, paying hundreds of dollars for this quote unquote real hair. So obviously somebody lying and I want to know who it is.
I'm still trying to figure out why you want to put somebody else's hair in your head.
I mean,
to look good.
Yeah, like, it's not a problem.
To feel good.
Oh,
You look good, you feel good.
Remind you're anti-weave?
I'm not anti-weave. I'm just a little confused by the whole concept of it.
Like, why we go and just buy hair? Like, that's like, why do you go get a haircut?
It's my hair.
But you still want your hair to look good, right?
But it's my hair.
But people buy the hair so it makes them look good.
But I'm not going to go and take somebody else's hair and put it in my hair.
Actually, a lot of guys do that.
Guys are doing that?
Yes. I can Google it. I'll put it on Instagram. Everybody.
And lace fronts. I seen a guy with a lace front the other day.
I'm done with Keena. Hey, if anybody has answers to where this hair is coming from, actually, if you have a hookup, just let me know. I want some free hair. That's this week, and somebody line is Charity E.
Even if it does come from some unknown source.
If anybody got a plug on where the hair come from, I'm looking for a new hustle, so
he'll criticize you, but he'll still sell it to you.
I'll still sell it to you. You know how much money is made in the hair industry?
You know you shouldn't be putting that in your head, but that'll be $99.95
per bundle. Right. So that's like more like $200.
Hey, don't knock my hustle.
The come up is real.
Come up is real.
I'm not, because me and Charity both like when you come up on it, hey,
we come up.
Right.
Family discount.
Hello.
VTRS.
Playing today's best music. Playing today's best music.
Like a stir fry.
You're listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show.
iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver, but you're in Philly? No problem. In Atlanta, and you miss LA? No problem. Plus, iHeartRadio lets you create your own custom artist station. DJ Khaled, and this is iHeartRadio. Just type in the artist you love, and iHeartRadio creates a station just for you. With their biggest hits, all commercial free. Free radio and unlimited music, all in one app. iHeartRadio.
Syndicated and award-winning, and syndicated. This is the VTRS Vincent Radio Show. Vincent, Heartbreak, Tucker, Myskenna, Yellostar, Remon, and Charity E in this thing. So, I was inspired by SQ, our mix show DJ, recently. So, there's a situation where this woman I've interacted with before.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
You fumbled. Okay.
She
interacted.
She took a gig, a job out of town. She was gone for a couple months. She come back. She's been wanting to hang out. I've just been busy. And then she was like, this is the third time I've asked you out. I'm not going to ask you anymore.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
And I was like, well, technically it's only been the second, but whatever. So, and then of course it became a fight about that. Cause like, oh, Vincent, you got to be so matter of fact. And I'm just like, well, don't make false charges if you ain't got the proof to back it. So anyway.
It ain't just us.
Right. Did she realize she's going to be dealing with this for the rest of y'all's relationship?
Just relax.
The rest of the relationship is correct.
For the rest of their interaction.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, interaction.
Just hold off on the... So, I was scrolling my feed. I saw SQ post this meme that I just jacked from him, and I'm sorry I didn't tag you when I jacked it. But it was a great question, and I've gotten a lot of feedback online, so I wanted to ask y'all here in the studio. If a woman takes a man out, is he supposed to give it up at the end of the night?
Yes.
No questions asked?
No
questions asked.
It's required.
Is he not going to in the first place?
I mean, I don't know. Like, a lot of us men have been commenting on this thread saying, hey, we want to be respected as men. If we don't feel like giving it out, we shouldn't be forced to because you pay for dinner.
I am not a piece of meat.
Right.
What more do you want from me?
Right.
We're not a piece of meat.
Yeah.
We want to be respected.
You're just the dessert at that point.
Oh my God. I was surprised. It's a post I posted. It's been shared like 258 times so far. And I was just surprised about the number of women that were like, hell yeah, he need to give it up.
Because they're not used to spending their money on a date.
That's the thing. Why would a woman pay for a date? The only time I pay for a date is when I want to cut them off and I don't want any strings attached. So they can't say, I did this for you.
Right.
Do that, huh?
Safe dates.
Yeah.
Get paid for.
Safe, you said safe dates?
Get paid for.
So if it's unsafe, you don't pay for it?
Well, no, because in that way I don't have to feel obligated.
Exactly.
So you do feel obligated if...
No, but they're expecting it because they feel like they
did something for you.
Sometimes I do
Well, not
because when
Not for charity, but
if I go out, I mean, it ain't gonna be just no average date probably. So it may be some obligation there.
okay. Well, I guess he should give it up. I didn't think.
I mean, would you?
But
Yellowstar would be
like that. But
Yellowstar would be like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, yes, no.
One of my homegirls said it depends on the amount of the dinner. So I was trying to think of that restaurant in the Galleria with the surf and turf. I can't think of the name of it.
The Ocean Air.
So I just said, what about the restaurant with the surf and turf? And she said, how much is it? I said, I think I heard it's like $60. She was like, well,
no,
there's gonna be some surfing and turfing afterwards.
surfboard.
I still don't see women just paying for first, second, third dates. This got to be a real relationship.
And
to be paying for a surf and turf.
Hello.
I ain't spending $150 on nobody. If I don't know you like that.
I may not want the deep. That may not be my agenda at the end of the night. My agenda may be something else.
In this scenario, the woman wants the D. So is the man required?
That's tricking.
Yeah.
How's it tricky? Whoa, don't.
Yeah.
See, you know,
That's the thing. I've been waiting for this to come out.
We get out of this. VTRS.
Question for y'all. You know, you're in a relationship, right? And so, as a boyfriend, how much do you feel you owe your girl as far as, okay, if your girl is going through a hard time, or maybe, like, let's say hypothetically, if her car went dead or something, right? As her boyfriend, do you feel like you're obligated to make sure it gets fixed? Or if your girlfriend is late on the bill or need money for a bill and she expressed it, but she doesn't necessarily ask you for the money, do you feel like it's for you to pay the bill or at least give her some assistance?
I mean, it kind of depends on how long we've been together.
And how long we plan on being together.
I can't with Remon.
That's facts though.
I mean, it is. But you're not supposed to say that out loud. You're right. With me, I like to help in areas that I have strengths in. Mm-hmm. So like sometimes with cars, like, you know, I know a little bit about cars, so I'll help with cars. Or like if you have a computer problem, like I'll try to help you with that. Mm-hmm. But I try to focus my areas of helping on things that I'm good at or things that I know that I can do. Mm-hmm. I've helped with bills before, like throw my girl some money every month just to make sure she got something. But like, I don't know that it's a responsibility. Mm-hmm. I think it's just something that, you know, if you're able to do for each other, then you do.
Right.
But
you're not obligated.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that word obligation is kind of, it's tripping me up.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that word, because I don't feel like anything that I do for you shouldn't be an obligation. It should be because that's what I want to do for you.
Gotcha.
Like I see you struggling in an area and I want to help you out.
Mm-hmm. I want to take some stress away.
Yeah, I want to take some of that pressure off of you. But as far as being obligated to do it, I don't think it should be like, I don't think any woman should expect their man to do that type of stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree with their sentiment. And I mean, the way I was raised, we're in a committed relationship. I would want to help you out with those things, but absolutely. I shouldn't be obligated to, as Remon is saying.
Unfortunately, when a girl approaches me and feels like I am obligated, I'm more likely to not do it.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Like that's just the reality of the situation. Like you trying to tell me I'm supposed to, it has to be. Okay. Like, you know.
Like, I went on this date recently. Now listen, I'm an open the car door guy, open the doors guy. That's how I do. But this girl rushed out the car and stopped at the door. waited me and wanted me to hurry up to open the door. Do you know this date I had a homegirl call me with 20 minutes in? I was like, this got to end. But I can't feel obligated to do it. It has to feel natural. It has to feel organic.
Well, it's natural for you to have to open her door.
Right, but
not when you rush up to the door. Yeah, and you sitting there waiting on me.
I got you.
Right.
If we had casually walking together, yes, exactly. That is a difference. I would
because I don't. And that goes for anyone, like any woman in general. I don't want you opening doors if I'm there, but don't rush ahead of me to the door and wait there patiently.
Right. Other people, now you just being an ass.
Or wait there impatiently.
Right.
Yeah, that's the more poignant one.
It's like I ain't asked you to run up to the door.
Well, thank you.
You gonna wait till
just load your ass up like
So if she was going through something and she voiced her opinion about it, or not necessarily her opinion, but she kind of voiced it to you, and you're not able to help her, how do you handle a situation if you're not able?
It depends on how long we've been together. Cause
how long we plan on being together.
Yeah. Cause I mean, if we're like a year in and I see a future, like, if I couldn't help you out top, I would try to hustle and try to find a way to help you. But if we just started, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, like if I can, like, I may not be able to like solve the problem, or you know what I mean, but I can help in this finding the solution to the problem. You know what I mean? Like, I'll help you somehow, but especially if, you know, I plan on being with you for a while now. If I don't plan on you being with you for that much longer, then you on your own.
Even if she's hypothetically just like a booty call or whatever.
No.
But
booty calls are a whole different conversation.
You on your own.
But it's like a recurring one, like that's been around for a while. Like, I mean, if she's been around for like 6 months.
I'll help you while I'm there. Like, if I make a stop and you need me to look at the washing machine.
Yeah, right there, yeah.
Sure.
Right.
But, I mean, you know, I usually stay for about 3 hours.
But,
so,
on the flip side, I do also tell my homegirls, don't be sleeping with dudes you can't call in case of emergency.
Absolutely.
Right.
So.
Absolutely.
That doesn't make
So, hypocrite?
Yeah, very much. Very much.
I'm sorry.
No, very much. Yes.
This is Vincent Tucker.
Yeah. I own my hypocrisy.
You do. I'm laughing at myself for being dumb about what I just said.
So, Vincent.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
The chick that you know that you wanted to wait on you.
Did I mention earlier show? Okay.
Yeah. When she comes to you and you know she's engaged, but she comes to you because you know, she's like, hey, you wanted me to wait on you and I have this problem. Would you solve it?
It depends what the problem is.
Because if the problem is your man,
we could replace that.
Oh.
For about a month.
I don't know my life. I'm going to VTRS after this. I can't stand y'all.
Playing today's best music.
Imagine if I never met the broskies. God's plan.
Maybe the night that my tears might let me know all the stars are blue.
That's on Tommy Campos. We live like Sopranos, and I walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it.
You are listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show.
iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver, but you're in Philly? No problem. In Atlanta and you miss LA? No problem. Plus, iHeartRadio lets you create your own custom artist station. Just type in the artist you love and iHeartRadio creates a station just for you. With their biggest hits, all commercial free. Free radio and unlimited music all in one app. iHeartRadio.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all gonna learn today.
What up, people? It's that young man Remon, and it's time for this week's reality check. You know what? I'm gonna give myself a reality check this. You know, I went to the doctor this past week, and my doctor told me that I was getting old. I was like, Doc, I'm only 30. Like, what you talking about? Because he was asking me about getting married, and I was like, but then I started thinking about it. I started looking around, and most of my friends and like all my people is getting locked down right now. Everybody having kids and getting married and all this stuff. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that kind of stuff happens when you start getting old. So I started thinking to myself, am I getting old? Like, do I have as much time as I think I have?
You're getting old.
I'm getting old.
You are getting old.
Brother Remon, you know, I went to the doctor the other day myself.
Yeah.
And, you know, he told me that my sugar was low, so I was wondering if Charity could help me out with a little
Hey, you know, Cherry's got a lot of sugar in it, bro.
Why are y'all talking about my cherry?
Hey, your Instagram name is Cherry.
Are y'all trying to pop it, or
It hadn't been popped already?
Vincent?
Why you Oh my God! You know better than Keena at this Vincent Charity rumors.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Hold up. I got this. Oh yeah.
in this segment.
That's today's reality check. You can take that to the bank.
I hate Charity.
Y'all gonna learn today. Ain't nobody got time for that. So check this out.
A judge orders a Hawaii man to write 144 compliments about his girlfriend. Darren Young violated his protection order, contacting his ex-girlfriend 144 times in about 3 hours.
He's obsessed.
Yeah. And this was after he already had the protection order against him. So Judge Rhonda Liu ordered the 30-year-old Darren Young. She said, for every nasty thing you said about her, you're going to say a nice thing. And then she also told him that he couldn't repeat words, which is pretty smart. He was ordered to stop contacting her in February, but months later he texted her 144 times. So on top of him having to write 144 nice things about her, he also spent 157 days in jail.
Man, so he had a lot of time to think about what he was going to write.
Yeah, what he was going to write. Yeah.
I bet you he struggled coming up with 144 nice things.
Yeah, I think he got like to around 30 and was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this.
I would just get the dictionary at that point and find different words for it.
You mean a thesaurus?
No. It'd be a dictionary.
Okay, dictionary works too. I mean,
I think you need a thesaurus.
Yeah.
If you're trying to say something nice,
that would be saying the same nice thing.
No, because the
If a thesaurus is going to give you different.
The judge said you can't repeat words.
Right. So then you find something similar, like you're nice, then you're sweet, or like you're find
kind.
Right. Those are different words for the same meaning.
Right.
I was talking about just different things like that he might not know.
Just new words total.
Yeah.
Like new words to him. Okay. I mean, I like that some of y'all agreed in here that a thesaurus
I'm
makes
just
sense.
gonna plead the fifth because I think that the thesaurus. The thesaurus.
I like that most of us can't even say thesaurus.
Right.
But y'all want to argue with me.
I said thesaurus. Anyway, that's this week in stupid.
What, the fact that we can't say thesaurus?
That is it. That is it.
Playing today's best music. Playing today's best music.
Take that booty. Can I lay on them booty? Mike Tyson on them booty. Copyright that booty.
Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus?
If they're trying to party with the queen, they gon' have to sign a non-disclosure. I took the top of the Maybach.
You are listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show.
iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver, but you're in Philly? No problem. In Atlanta and you miss LA? No problem. Plus, iHeartRadio lets you create your own custom artist station. DJ Khaled, and this is iHeartRadio. Just type in the artist you love, and iHeartRadio creates a station just for you. With their biggest hits, all commercial free. Free radio and unlimited music, all in one app. iHeartRadio.
For Black Star Power, the Vincent Tucker Show.
Yeah. So this is the part of the show where I bring a segment to the guys and then they give us some feedback. A lot of times, normally it's when I'm sitting around having roundtable conversations with my girls and they want to know what's up. So I have a homegirl that we've kind of noticed that since she's been in a relationship has changed. She's gained weight.
Oh, really?
She doesn't wear as much makeup.
Really?
Like, she changed the way she dressed. So, a lot of that, we feel like this dude that she's dating has to do a lot to do it.
Like he doesn't want her to dress up?
Yes. Like, because
he want to make her ugly so don't nobody else
and that's how we feel. So, that's today's he say, she say. Do you feel like, I'm not saying all guys, but do you feel like there are some guys out there that's like their way of controlling the situation? If you know that you met your girl and she was wearing something tight and she had on makeup, that's what naturally attracted you to her, right? Is it hypocritical if that's how you met the girl and then y'all get into a relationship and now all of a sudden you feel like she should be a little bit more conservative? Is it
hypocritical? Yeah.
Is it hypocritical and controlling?
Well, Kanye's not doing it. So I kind of feel like, you know, if Kanye can't do it, can your boy down around the block do that, really? Like, I don't feel like, because J-Lo had the same thing with Mark Anthony. Like, they kind of broke up because he wanted her to stop being sexy and stop being like a sex symbol. Because he's like, you're a mom, like you shouldn't be like that. And they broke up because of it. So, you know, I don't think it's fair to ask that now. You know, you may say like, I don't think this is appropriate for this occasion, or maybe something like that. But I mean, you can't say like, I need you to start dressing like a Oompa Loompa so you can, so ain't nobody trying to get at you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Remon?
I absolutely think it's hypocritical. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like if you was dating a stripper. It's like she was a stripper when you met her. Like, and then you expect her to stop when you start dating her. It's like, dude, it's like, that's how you met. Like, if it wasn't for the fact, like you said, if she wasn't wearing tight clothes and, you know, wearing makeup and she didn't come out looking all, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably wouldn't have met her. You probably wouldn't have been attracted to her in the first place. So,
yeah,
like, you can't ask her to stop doing those things just because y'all get together. That is absolutely hypocritical. It is absolutely controlling.
I agree. Vincent?
I'm petty, so I want whatever woman I'm with, you need to look good, because we might be somewhere in, you know, an ex or a girl that may have passed on. Somebody might be there. I need you to be ready.
You need to be.
I love it though. I love it.
I own my pettiness.
So then that means you don't mind. So with that being said, so does that mean if you have those expectations, do you have a problem with getting her hair done and taking her shopping and getting her nails done?
Whatever she was doing to have that in place before I came in the picture, I would expect that to continue. Now, I will occasionally. That's my boy. I will occasionally, you know, do something, but I'm not taking on that responsibility. I got 99 problems. That can't be the 101. That just can't be.
So you want her to be that, but you don't want to help her maintain it.
But she was already doing it before.
Thank you.
So she shouldn't need help.
So she was, well, what Keena's saying is she was just doing that to get you.
Right.
And now that she got you.
Now that she got you.
Now she doing it for you.
How you start.
So now you got to contribute.
How you start is how you finish. Now, like I said, I will random time. Oh, I got that, but that should not be the standard as me furnishing that lifestyle.
Like oh baby, I need to get my toes done. Okay, let me go get $50.
A woman should never let what a man bring to the table be the only thing she eat.
I get that. So now let me ask you that, because you said that is something that you feel like a woman, that's how you want your woman to be, right? So what if you in the situation, you meet this chick, and then like you said that she should have already been doing that. What happens if now that she get in that comfortable stage and she fall off?
Now you got to remind her.
Look. Yeah, because I mean, you know, you was I didn't make you gain weight. So, like, you know, if us going out to eat is causing you to gain weight, or like if you're not happy with yourself, if you internally not happy with yourself,
it's like, time to move on.
But that's something that you have to address.
Because Yellostar, like, look, I don't know what happened to you, but I'm still fine. So you need.
I'm still doing me. So,
well, do y'all say something before it gets to this point?
You can't. You have to get her friends to tell her.
Or you post throwback pictures.
Oh, we used to look so good in this.
But let me ask, so how do you as a man, if your woman has stopped getting her hair done and stopped getting her nails done, even if she just did that stuff herself, how do you address that with her?
You just say one day, like, hey, you know what, I think we should like dress up and like, you know, get all jazzy and go to dinner.
Yeah.
You know, get all dressed up. Like,
you'd be like, remember that time you had your hair done like this? I really like that.
Oh, that dress?
That looks really good.
That look really good on
you. Yeah, when you put on the pumps.
Yeah.
Why do y'all have to? Why can't y'all just be straightforward?
But that is being honest.
That
is being honest.
No,
I don't like reading between the lines. I need somebody to tell me, like, oh, is that what you're gonna wear? Or
well, no, but there's a difference between like being hurtful in a situation and being like, that's what you putting on, girl, or being like, hey, like, okay, you didn't feel like dressing up tonight, so then let's say, okay, how about next Wednesday when we hang out, like, let's all dress up and go, you know, do something. Like, it's a difference than just coming out with, like,
now, it's like, and Chris, my business partner Chris is going to kill me. But this girl that Chris was talking to asked that one question that's a trap question, like, do I look fat in this? When women ask this question, it's a trap.
No,
You're
most
not
of the time
supposed
if
to
you
say
ask,
yes.
they're gonna.
But Chris is such a brutally honest person. He doesn't know when to turn it off. He says, well, that dress doesn't really compliment your figure, and you should probably... and he started going through... And it's like, oh, my gosh. Like,
but he said it technically the right way.
He said it wrong.
It doesn't compliment your figure.
That's not what she wanted to hear.
Girl, you look,
question. Yes, he's supposed to say you look great in that, like every other guy in America.
You need some booty pads in that. Or what are you supposed to say? Like,
So what happens if your girl come out, like you said, y'all dressed up? Is there ever a moment where your girl could look too good for you?
You better look like you belong to somebody.
No.
You saying don't look like a hoe.
Yeah.
So see, Ramon's being a hypocrite now. Because Ramon, you just said she better still dress the same way.
But I don't like.
There's a line.
That's true.
Though.
That's true.
So, and in Ramon's defense, I think there's a line between doing what you were doing, but also dressing respectfully. You can still dress like you got a man, but still
take pride in your appearance.
Right. Are you talking about side boob?
No, because that's how we got that's how we got to this situation where with my friend, like slowly but surely, she would, dress the way she did, but then slowly but surely he'd be like, you don't look like you belong to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So he was slowly but surely, like she would think that she was dressing up for him and looking cute for him, but he was slowly but surely say little things.
They going to church or something?
No, not necessarily.
Just different places.
Yeah, different places. Like you said, you wanted her to
look less attractive, and
he slowly, but
you're not going to the
surely-
grocery store. You going out somewhere. You want to look
slowly,
nice.
And so now, slowly but surely, she, where she would put on makeup. On a normal time, she don't necessarily put on makeup because after a while, it would become a hypocritical.
Right.
Because that's the reason why I took y'all through those different scenarios because, before, she'd always be banging and then now all of a sudden he don't like the way she dressed.
I mean, really, it's two ways to look at it. Like, one way to look at it is
he cheating.
He trying to...
Let's just keep it real.
That sounds like a good.
Let's just keep it real.
He might be cheating, and he don't want her to have,
Right.
somebody on the side.
Let's just keep it real.
Wow.
When she find out he cheating, she can't go get nobody else because she look busted.
Let's just keep it real.
Whoa, a lot has come out of that, so we want to hear from you.
I'm done with that.
Is it hypocritical if you start out dressing, putting on makeup, doing your hair one way, and that's what attracted him? For now, slowly but surely, him to tell you, now you need to look like something before y'all walk out. We want to know.
My nerve's too bad to be that guy.
Hit us up on VTRSonline.com.
Syndicated award-winning. Mama, you a hoe? Award-winning Syndicated.
Can I touch that booty?
That big old booty.
Oh, man.
It's hilarious. Today's random Uber fact. An online dating survey revealed that 81% of men, let's see if Ramon agrees with this, 81% of men prefer a woman with relaxed and natural looking hairstyle as opposed to all glammed up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because in that way you never know when it's messed up.
We all look the exact same way. What?
Yeah.
I think I prefer a woman with the. I think I prefer a woman with the creamy crack.
Yeah.
The what?
Well, you just said relaxed and natural. Reread what you just said.
Yeah, it says an online survey revealed that 81% of men prefer a woman with relaxed and natural.
Relaxed and natural.
A relaxer, creamy crack.
No,
relaxer
I thought it was
versus glammed up, like
right,
like how Charity has her hair now. It's just natural.
So right now, Charity's definition of relaxed and natural.
I don't know.
I think you're thinking of like the actual process of your hair,
right?
Like relaxer and natural,
right?
Oh, okay.
I think we're talking about like somebody who dresses up a lot versus somebody who kind of
because you either have a perm or you're natural. Like,
sorry, I almost went to medical coma. What I'm thinking. Sorry.
It's like a woman that wears makeup, a lot of makeup, and a woman that doesn't wear any makeup.
Oh, like that one woman that gave me that weed brownie and woke up with her whole face in my pillow.
Right, that one.
Yeah. So she was glammed up, but then she woke up relaxed and natural.
There you go.
Which is a tragedy.
It was.
I'm upset that you actually took a weed brownie from the.
I didn't. You know what?
You knew what it was.
No, I believe he didn't. I actually didn't.
I believe that he didn't.
I actually didn't. She kept telling me eat this brownie.
Where was the brownie at when she gave?
She put out her purse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who carries
I should have.
around?
You know what though? I mean, the power of the vagina ain't no joke.
You are a willing victim.
Yes, I was.
Until she woke up with her face in your pillow.
Oh my gosh.
She just wanted to leave memories.
She like.
She just want. She was she was. What do they say? How you tag your relax?
You're like somebody in the ring.
Yeah.
You should not look totally different in the morning with the makeup off.
You know what? I'm wondering, like, did it go through the pillowcase, like, all the way to
it
the
did. I
pillow?
threw the whole pillow and the case away.
That's why I said she was tagging, like she was letting all these other know, hey, when you come here, this is my pillow, right?
Do you have satin
Don't lay your
pillowcases
head
for
on
the
this
women?
pillow because this is my pillow. In fact, I'm gonna leave my face print in this pillow
So you
when
can
y'all
know.
come back.
So when you see me here, you know.
This was I'm the chick that
That's
was
it.
on Vincent Tucker's pillow.
Know my face. It's right there on the pillow.
This is me right here. This is mine.
I had to throw the whole pillow away.
So, Vincent, you do or don't have satin pillowcases for the women?
What?
Especially if you have a girl with a creamy crack, you need to get that satin pillowcase.
Hey, you know the Parker's talking about doing a 90s reboot. I don't know how I'm not.
Why? So
I'm not doing this.
Monique can try to get some more money from Netflix? Like, well, I'm back on air, so
that's
valid.
Well, she is the most decorated comedian. So.
Oh boy,
decorated.
Is that true? Well, she's counting her Oscar and all that.
Oh,
stuff that don't have nothing to do with comedy
at all.
That's the thing. She's like the most decorated comedian, but your accolades didn't involve comedy.
Because I'm a skinny girl, so she gonna automatically take the offense from me. No.
Good point. Final shout out comment start with Kina.
I'm hungry. No, shout outs to Celeste and Deja. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all did not get on my nerves this week, so I appreciate that. Good job. All of our listeners, we love y'all. Thank you.
Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to all the people who have birthdays coming up. And that's it for your boy Yellowstar.
Just shout out to...
I'm sorry, Ramon. Mama Star, I love you. Thank you. Sorry, Ramon.
Hold on, before you go over there.
Wait, Ramon.
I don't know how many times when I'm sitting down at a production meeting for the syndicated version of the show, and Yellowstar does a shout out, and then he finishes and Ramon starts. He's like, "Wait, Ramon, oh my God, Ramon, you should always take 5 seconds.
Hey,
to just wait.
That's okay.
Every time."
It's not every time, Vincent.
No, I'm just saying in general, he should just practice just waiting just 5 seconds every time.
Toot.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead, Ramon.
No, I'm done. I don't have nothing to say anymore.
Ramon just said toot.
You know what just happened? You know what just happened to Ramon? He heard me say no. That's what happened. Charity.
It's your girl, Charity.
For the crew is Vincent Heartbreak Tucker. See y'all when we see y'all.
Toot.
Every episode of the award-winning Vincent Tucker Radio Show is produced by Aaron Channel. Executively produced by Aaron Channel, Arkina Dansberg, Cornelius Johnson, and Vincent Heartbreak Tucker. Launched in December 2007, the VTRS is a CWC Entertainment Group LLC production.